there, Crispy Bacon Army. It's Crispy Bacon here, and today I'll be casting my Match Week 3 predictions. And just before we start the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe and leave your comments of your predictions down below. So first of all, it's Arsenal against Brighton, one of the more interesting and intriguing games on the calendar for this match week, because Brighton and Arsenal both have 6 points. One of the teams will lose their unbeatenness in today's game. Not today's game, but Saturday's game. And I have a sneaky feeling that Arsenal are going to scrape through with a 2-1 victory with Bukayo Saka or Martin Odegaard to score for Arsenal. Now let's move on to Brentford against Southampton. Southampton currently haven't got a point. Brentford have 3 points after beating Crystal Palace. Brentford, I have a feeling they're going to win again. And I'm actually going to go with a 2-0 victory to Brentford, with Brian Mbeumo to score at least. Everton against Bournemouth up next. Bournemouth 2 draws. Everton 2 losses with a goal difference of, is it +7 or -7? -7. I didn't know if negative was good or bad. So Everton on -7 against Bournemouth. I'm going to give Bournemouth a sneaky 1-0 victory, because I don't think Everton have it in them to be able to contend with Bournemouth. Bournemouth have had a good start, drawing against good teams on the day, and they've just played a bit better than their opponents but fell short. And that is also controversial because Bournemouth had a goal ruled out for no apparent reason, because it hit the shoulder, and the shoulder is not counted in the handball rule. However, the ref gave it. So Newcastle kind of cheated their way to victory. So Bournemouth are finally going to get the points that they deserve with a 1-0 victory. Ipswich against Fulham. Ipswich 0 points so far after 2 games, but they have played 2 tough teams in Man City and Liverpool. However, and both of those sides that they played are currently on 6 points, which is the maximum points you could have so far. Fulham have only got 1 win and 1 loss. And I'm actually going to back Ipswich to at least get a point. I'll go with a 1-1 draw. Their first points of the Premier League campaign will come at Portman Road against the side from Craven Cottage. Let's go with Leicester up next. Leicester against Aston Villa. Kind of a mini Midlands derby, just like Forest against Wolves. Mini Midlands is a bit of a mouthful. Aston Villa, only the 1 win. However, they did play Arsenal and were unfortunately just fallen short, losing 2-0. I think it was. And yeah, Leicester drew against Spurs and then lost. Oh my lord. Don't get me started on Wolves though, because I will get started. But Leicester against Aston Villa. It'll be bouncing back to Aston Villa. Leicester might have held Spurs at home, but even though Jamie Vardy will score, it'll be 2-1 to Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest against Wolves. Wolves, you severely let me down. I literally posted a rant on Chelsea. I'd pre-done it. It literally dropped. And as I was making that video, Wolves won 6-2. Not Wolves won 6-2. Chelsea won 6-2. So I'd literally finished making the video the day before the game. Watched the game. Well, didn't watch the game because it wasn't on Sky Sports. But followed the game on my phone and saw that it ended 6-2 to Chelsea. And I was like, are you serious? I've just spent almost an hour gathering facts and stuff for dissing Chelsea, and they go and win 6-2. Wolves, you're shambolic. Now, Forest and Wolves played in the Carabao Cup last night. Well, I say last night because I record this on a Thursday. And Wolves won against Burnley, but Forest lost to Newcastle. And Forest looked a very promising side there, so I'm actually going to go with a comfortable 3-0 victory to Nottingham Forest. I've got to be out in the open there. And out in the open is probably what's going to be Erling Haaland after he scores another blooming hat-trick when he's not in my fantasy team because I can't afford him. Right, enough about the Haaland rant. Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Oh wait, Man City against West Ham. I've just ranted about Haaland and then forgot to even write their score. West Ham against Man City. West Ham won one game and lost one game. Manchester City currently top of the league with a goal difference of 5. Yeah, I think Man City are going to win again. However, that's my gut instinct. My actual instinct is that West Ham will hold them to a 2-2 draw. It's what I hope, and it's what will happen, hopefully. Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Chelsea won one game and then lost to City. Crystal Palace not won one game and lost to City and then beat Wolves 6-2. Thank you very much, Chelsea, for ruining my diss at the wrong time possible. Crystal Palace haven't won a game so far, losing to Brentford last week. And some people say that their goal should have stood. Because the free kick one, the Brentford player was pulling on the Crystal Palace player. The Crystal Palace pulled back. And, of course, the referees were, whose chant is literally, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Yeah, if you are blind and deaf, just apply for PGMOL because they'll hire you on like 50 grand to, not 50 grand, like 500 grand to ref a really massive game, tell you to screw one team over, get the paycheck, then get investigated, suspended, but at least you've got £500,000. But Chelsea against Crystal Palace. I underestimated Chelsea last time. And I'm not going to do it again. I'll put a 3-1 victory. I don't think Crystal Palace will be able to beat Chelsea. Newcastle against Spurs. Newcastle just about getting a draw against Bournemouth. Spurs currently on 4 points. They absolutely thrashed the living daylight out of Everton. And this game, it's going to be a bit of cracker, but just remember Newcastle have beaten Spurs before 5-1, but I'm still only going to go with a I put the wrong number. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. And finally, the game of the weekend, Manchester United against Liverpool. Just remember, it opens up September, and every game is half an hour before actual kickoffs on a normal Sunday, so please don't miss the games. And Manchester United against Liverpool. Manchester United beat Fulham and then lost to Brighton. Ha 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 ha. Manchester United and Xerxes are so dumb. Then you got Liverpool, who won both their games. They beat Brentford. And yeah, they were the much better side against Brentford. And they're definitely going to beat Manchester United. I'm going to go with a 3-1 to Liverpool. And that is it for today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you around in the next video, Crispy Bacon Army. So for now, see you soon.